Wow. What two powerhouses. We go with Shelly, with Gabriela, but wait, because we have the third one, another powerhouse, Megan McDonough. I know, I know you well.
Really good to see your face again, my friend.
Oh my goodness, you are a powerhouse. I'm so happy to see you again. Just off the record, I've been trained by Megan at the Hobin Institute, and I know the power of what you do. So, thank you so much for joining. We are so excited having you here and learning from this speed talk. But you can do magic in 20 minutes. I know that. So welcome. I'm super excited to learn from you. I just wanted to say hi before you go into your narrative and your storytelling, and just to thank you on behalf of the whole community here at World Happiness Fest and the World Happiness Foundation.
Well,
So
I'm
thank you so
glad
much.
we put this together, Louise. Thank you for this amazing work.
Yes. Okay, so let's learn from you. The floor is yours.
Great. Thank you, my friend.
Take care.
So welcome, everyone. The conversation for the next, 10 minutes is going to be the mind-body connection and happiness. Those of you who know me know that I start every session with a mindful moment. So that's how we're going to start now. I don't care if we have 10 hours, 10 minutes, or 1 minute. We can always spend some part of that time in connection to ourselves. So get comfortable. I'm going to actually lead you through 2 specific awareness techniques. And then I'm going to talk about the 2 of them as it relates to the mind-body happiness. All right, Louise, take care. Bye-bye. So to begin with, sit, get a comfortable position, and take a nice deep breath in. A big exhale. You can feel free to close your eyes or take a soft gaze, whatever's more comfortable. Another deep breath in. Big exhale. And with that exhale, just take your attention, take your thoughts down into your body and notice your toes. Notice your legs. Be aware of the whole length of your spine right up through the crown of your head. Notice the relationship of your shoulders to your ears and see if you can make more space there. Be aware of the sleeves of both arms, all the way down to the fingertips. Notice the face and the head. And simply take your attention to the whole body. Notice what that feels like. Another deep breath in. Big exhale. That was the first way of using your attention. I want to shift it around a little bit for you to use your attention with the help of your hands. So go ahead and take your hands and tap on the top of your head. Hello, head. Hello, brain. Say hello to your ears, your face. Maybe put on a little aftershave. Hello, face. Hello, chin. Take the hands down to the heart. Maybe do a little tapping. Ah. Feel your heart. Feel your shoulders. Take your hand down one arm. Maybe give yourself a hand and over to the other side. Hello, heart, down to the belly and down to the thighs. Really tap into those thighs, down to the knees and legs. And then relax. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. And notice the sensations now. Thank you. I needed that. I really did. But what I wanted to really highlight when we talk about the mind-body connection is so often we think that the mind or the thoughts, are the boss, that what we think can make the body do certain things. And that's true, right? I mean, that first awareness technique, when I said use your attention to bring your attention down into your body, our thoughts can impact our body. How we use our attention can flow in. But did you notice when you added onto it the hands, the body itself, that elevated the sensations of your attention? So often when we think of the mind-body connection, it's mind-body. It's not body-mind, as if we're a walking brain, and that brain can use thoughts that drive the rest of the body. And if there's one thing I want to get across today is that this connection between the mind and the body and the mind is actually bi-directional. It's a two-way street. It's not just that, oh, let me think my way into happiness and I'll become happy, or let me think my way into belonging and I'll feel like I belong. That's one way to approach it. And sometimes if you've tried that approach, you know how difficult it can be. It's near impossible to think your way only into happiness. That in fact, what would happen if we moved as if we were happy? Like, how would you be right now if you were happy and engaged? Would you be leaning a bit forward? Would you have a smile on your face? Would you be taking notes? The way the body moves informs the mind. The way the body moves sends a signal up to the brain about our experience. How would we move? How would we be if we felt we belonged, if we felt like we were happy in this moment? So that's sort of awareness number one, that you're more than your thoughts. You're more than just a thinking thing to drive through your attention down into your body. This is a system we live in, and that this system can be used in both ways. We can move as if to affect our thoughts, and we can use our thoughts to affect how we move. And both of those ways of being also impacts how we feel. I know we like to break it into nice little neat categories. These are my feelings, these are my thoughts, these are my actions, but in fact, they're not clear-cut little boxes. They're in an intertwined system, and we can impact that system in any of those ways. The second thing I'd like you to do when we're thinking about this body-mind connection is to go ahead and interlock your hands and just get a sense of what does it feel like to interlock your hands. So paying attention, what does it feel like? You might want to move it a little ways around. Hello, hands. Now you had a habit of intertwining your hands. What I'd like you to do now is break that habit up by whatever finger is in front, to change it so the opposite finger is in front. This is your non-habitual way of holding your hands. And just be with that for a moment. That feels uncomfortable, right? Move that around and, oh, this feels like it doesn't really work for you, does it? It feels like, oh, this is not my normal. All right, shake it out. So the second sort of point from today's 10-minute speed talk is this, that not only do our thoughts affect our body and our body affects our thoughts, both of which impact our feelings, but also that we have habits, not just habits of thinking, not just habits of action, and not just habits of feeling, but actually habits of how we comport ourselves, of how we hold ourselves. Things like how often we smile, lean in, cross our hands, cross our arms. all of these subtle ways in which we've used this body for our entire life are habituated into our ways of being. And so even when we move into something that's non-habitual, it can feel awkward, but doesn't mean we have to change right out of it. It means that we can also use our body to help inform new habits, that they are mutable, they are changeable, that we can actually move into habits of being that are more sustaining for our sense of belonging. Because the biggest question we can ask ourselves is this: do I belong in this self? So we're talking a lot about belonging to others in society and in community. And one of the biggest things that we can ask ourselves is, do I feel I belong in this experience now, the experience of me? Now, Luis talked about the certificate in positive psychology, and one of the best thank yous I ever got was when a student came up after the 9 months of study and said to me, Megan, thank you for making me comfortable in my own skin. And at the end of the day, belonging, most importantly, is being comfortable in one's own skin, to know that you belong, that you matter to yourself. And that means paying attention to this ecosystem of self. Yes? So in the final 2 minutes, yes, I am going to make this on time. I actually didn't think I was going to. I want to actually leave you with a picture that sums up this thought of what I talked. So here's the thought. You're more than your thought. Your body informs your thoughts, and that your mind-body habits can be remade. And what we just did is we went over one part of SPIRE. And those of you who know Whole Being Institute know that this is the model we use for whole person well-being, these 5 dimensions. In the physical, P is one of them. So it's one part of 5. Those of you who are interested in the rest, no, I can't go over all 5 in 10 minutes. You can go onto the website and get a free course about what we think of as embodied positive psychology. So go ahead and take a picture of this, take it with you, join us there if you can. This embodied positive psychology, this embodied cognition, is at the heart of living well, because gratitude, belonging, happiness, any of these concepts, if they only stay as a mental idea, as a theory, it's nice to know. But as a lived experience, as something that you know in your cells, that you're not just thinking about gratitude, but you're feeling gratitude, that you're not just thinking about belonging, but you're feeling a sense of belongingness. This is what we're after. This is the essence of the mind-body connection, or the body-mind connection. It is exactly 3:10. I hope I gave you at least 1 or 2 tips that you can take with you for today as you live into your highest and best. Take a deep breath in. Big exhale. Thank you, Louise, for having me here today. Thank you all for being with me, and I will enjoy the rest of the conference alongside with you. Till then, have a great day. Bye-bye.
Beautiful. Thank you, Megan.